Hello, groovy friends over here on the YouTube world. Welcome back to another weekly video where I get to teach you some fun Feng Shui tips for your space. My name is Nixie Marie and I am a Feng Shui practitioner, and I love this practice so much. And I've really been enjoying the holiday season, getting creative, getting inspired to decorate my space and use certain things that help enhance not only the holidays, but really Feng Shui is all about designing with intention, or placing items, decor, objects in your home with an intention in mind, and also working with the elements and nature. So I really advocate for going back to nature, using nature as a guide, which is really essentially what Feng Shui is all about, creating that harmonious environment that naturally combines nature's beautiful balance that is already coexisting within and around us. And it reminds us that we are not separate from nature. We are actually one with that. And I think that there's a lot to be said for that, because we, as a human species, we literally are in these square boxes all the time, working, living, coexisting, and we don't quite live outside in nature anymore, right? Not that we should be doing that, but our ancestors, those who lived way before our time, knew that there was a sacredness and a spirit that lied within nature. And we communicated to the trees, to the plants, to the birds, to the bees. Maybe you still do. I personally love talking to the trees. And if you do, that's great. And so with Feng Shui, we want to bring nature into our home, into our space, to create that beautiful essence of what nature provides. It's by balancing the earth, wood, water, metal, and fire, which is the 5 elements that we use in Feng Shui. And the interesting thing about Feng Shui is it is really tied to a lot of Ayurvedic principles. Now, I'm no expert in Ayurveda. I love studying really any metaphysical or ancient modality. And really, and in a nutshell, Ayurveda teaches us that there's also elements that we use based on what our body needs. In this video today, we're going to be talking about the power and potency of cinnamon. Yes, you heard me correctly. Cinnamon. Cinnamon has actually been said to be used by the ancient Egyptians, occultists, Romans, and a lot of our ancestors knew the power of cinnamon and how it had the ability to increase the wealth. And of course, everything with intention, right? So I've been playing with this for the last 6 months, kind of dabbling in new ways to work with herbs and create magic inside my home. And I believe that a lot of the ancient Egyptians, personally, I resonate with the Egyptian culture and a lot of the magic and mystery that, has been found, and so much has been undiscovered. So going back those, billions and centuries and just so many years ago, that they really knew something about the world that we just didn't. And so when we look to these herbs that existed back then, any herbs, we look to nature. Nature's been around forever. So since this earth was created. And so with that being said, they use certain herbs and spices in their rituals, in their day, to enhance their overall wealth. And I think when we look to the Egyptians, while there was a lot of hierarchy, we do see that there was a lot of royalty, right? So with that being said, we are going to use cinnamon in our home, especially because I feel like cinnamon is such a beautiful, it smells so good. It also reminds me of the holiday season. And so we're going to be working with a couple herbs to bring inside of our space that really enhance not only the holiday feels, but also have a benefit in the Feng Shui realm. Now, cinnamon has been also known to raise the vibrational frequencies of a space. So it has been said that this is why it increases our wealth, because it has a high vibrational frequency as an herb. So what we want to do is we want to be working with not only a cinnamon stick, but we could also be using just the powdered cinnamon, which this is from my favorite little spice lady here. She's amazing. She's a little bruja in Mexico. and she makes all these really yummy spices. So this is just pure cinnamon powder. And I'm going to tell you how you can use cinnamon in your home to enhance your wealth this holiday season. Now, let's be honest, everyone's probably thinking finances are a huge topic at the end of the year because what do? We burn through a lot of them throughout the holiday months, getting gifts, overindulging, holiday travel, all the things. So it's really important that we actually remain focused on our financial abundance, on our money that we're spending, that's being put out, and also focusing on cultivating and making sure that we're not going into, fear or scarcity conversations, which can easily start popping up once we feel that our finances are becoming drained, right? So I like doing these rituals around my home because it connects me to not only the physical, right, money as a physical object, but also the spiritual. I'm connecting to the energy of my home, the realms in which maybe we don't often see. And that is what Feng Shui is bringing us back to, is connecting us to the energy of our space so that it is high vibrational. It feels good when we walk in. Now, I want to be clear by saying, we're not perfect. My home is never perfect, but I definitely want to always practice daily rituals to help maintain a home that feels good to me and the energy feels high. Another really interesting thing about cinnamon, and this is why I think that it's a beautiful herb to work with, not only to put in your, I love to put it in my coffee and ingest, or when I'm cooking, making maybe some good cookies I just made cookies last night. They're so good for the holiday season, but also it is an antiseptic. So you can even think of it in terms of it clears away maybe any blocks or stagnant energy that is pertaining to your finances or your wealth. So you can use cinnamon. There we go. Let's see if it'll zoom in. Nope, not really. Don't have my other camera that I'm using today, just my phone. But you can use cinnamon to clear away, setting that intention, clearing away any stagnant energy pertaining to your wealth and your finances. Okay, so how do you work with cinnamon in your home? My favorite way of working with cinnamon is simply by just using cinnamon. You take a pinch of the cinnamon and you sprinkle it actually at the front door of your home. So you can put it on your doormat. In Feng Shui, doors actually represent the mouth of your home, or where all the chi comes into your space. So this is why having a really clear, decluttered, beautiful entrance to your space that says, welcome, come in, happy vibes are welcome here, or however, you want your home to feel. It is also often said that the front door is how people perceive you. So it is the external expression of who you are. And it's like when you go over to your friend's house, if you see their front door and you're like, wow, this feels really cool, or wow, this is so earthy and homey, or whatever feeling you have, it's your first impression that your friends or even you coming to someone else's house, that's what you feel. And we can use cinnamon to also enhance opportunities, because the front door, or doors symbolically in Feng Shui, actually pertains to the opportunities and the opportunities that are knocking at our door. So if you've been maybe calling in a new opportunity, such as a career shift, finding your soul purpose, a financial enhancement in your overall career, then putting and using cinnamon at your front door and sprinkling it on your doorstep is a great way to enhance that area of your home and life. Doors in the esoteric principle actually pertain to the portal of the outside world that reflects the internal world in our spiritual space. So it really is this example of the inner and the outer world. So doors have a huge meaning. This is why we love to sprinkle cinnamon at our front door. Okay, another way you can work with cinnamon is by setting intentions in every corner of your home. So you can take another sprinkle and sprinkle it down. You're not gonna see me sprinkle right now. It's so tiny. But you can pretty much go to every corner in your home and sprinkle cinnamon to increase the overall vibe. And it smells so good. I love it. And maybe, if you have a really potent cinnamon and you have a small space, you're going to start to smell that, and it's going to uplift your spirits. And also what's really good is cinnamon helps get rid of ants. So if you have ants and you're sprinkling it in your four corners, you're also setting up a beautiful protection against some of the outer elements. Now I also have these cinnamon sticks here because I just love this, the beauty of cinnamon sticks. And you can also, break these up and put these in the four corners of your space as well if you don't want to, have cinnamon powder lying around. I will say if you have animals or pets or cats or anything, it might be a better idea to put the cinnamon sticks because they may end up wanting to sniff around, or, and cinnamon can sometimes not be great for pets. So I do want to give a full disclosure there, but that's where you can just use cinnamon sticks to place them in the corners of your space. Another way you can work with cinnamon, and specifically cinnamon sticks, is by breaking off an even smaller piece and putting it inside of your wallet. This is said to be an enhancement of your overall relationship to money. Our wallet actually can tell us a lot about how we not only treat money, but how we view money. Now, in Feng Shui, we look at everything in our external environment to show us and tell us the story of maybe what's going on in our subconscious mind about how we feel about things. It's really like our whole environment around us is just an external mirror of what's going on inside. So if you're looking for a quick and easy way to see what your relationship with money and how to enhance that or shift that, take a look at your wallet and see what's going on in there. Is your money crumpled up? Is it organized? Do you have I like to put crystals in my wallets. I like to put little notes in there, affirmations. I actually have a whole list of affirmations in my money magnet guidebook, which you can definitely grab. The link will be below for that. It's a whole 30-day home transformation to really make your home a magnetic space for wealth. And this actually, the cinnamon ritual and using cinnamon is actually inside. So this is a small little piece of what's inside my money magnet guidebook, which you can get for $44 to totally transform your space. It's really freaking cool. There's a lot of fun rituals and exercises there. And it's very simple. It's smaller things, not, painting a whole wall or moving around too much furniture. But inside of that, it helps you redefine your relationship to money. Find some affirmations to place in your wallet. I really always like keeping a certain amount of, cash money in my wallet to remind myself that I am abundant and, money is flowing, money is always there, money always comes in. And those are the mantras, I've had to go through because I've had such a story around money. My whole, 20s, now being in my 30s, it's so much healthier and it only gets better and better the more that I focus on it. So I really believe the more that we focus on these rituals and if money is important to you and you want to have a healthy relationship with money, then doing these rituals and focusing on building and growing and nourishing your relationship to money is going to not only give you the financial benefits of seeing your wealth increase, but also just giving you more confidence in making money and, asking for what you're worth. And money is a tool that we do get to use to have in our life. It is just part of our existence here. So we get to honor that and nourish that and increase our abundance by using cinnamon. Another way that you can also work with cinnamon is by placing this on your money altar. Now, we in Feng Shui usually look to the southeast corner to make a wealth altar, a money altar. So by placing cinnamon on your altar, you're also helping enhance that corner of your home. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a just short Feng Shui video for you to take away and a simple tip to take home with you literally and put into practice right away. Let me know in the comments if you really loved this video and let me know if you have felt some benefits from using cinnamon as an ancient tool to increase your wealth. If you're loving my channel and want to learn more about how to create a high vibe home through Feng Shui, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video out to somebody that you might think needs it and loves it and will also appreciate the tips given here. All right, you guys, I'll see you next week for another weekly video. Bye for now.